Welcome back, sharks, and in this video we're going to be looking at a brand new scalping indicator called the Scalping Detector, and we're going to be looking at what it is, who it is for, how it works, and we're going to be looking at some of my results over the last few days testing this particular product and whether you should buy it or not, whether you should add it to your forex arsenal. Okay, so before we dive in, I just want to cover off two things. And the first thing is that I'm not a robot. Okay, I'm a real person. I've actually gone out and invested in this tool myself because I wanted to know what all the fuss was about, really, and does it really work? Will it be useful to the many people out there, my audience, you guys, you subscribers who love scalping, who don't have a lot of time to actually babysit charts over many days, and you just want to get in and out of the market. You're a busy person, you might be a mom, or you might have a full-time job, and so therefore you just want to look at a chart, see that there's opportunity, and trade safely and profitably. And if that's you, then you'll enjoy this review. Okay, now the reason I say I'm not a robot is because there are a lot of reviews out there for products like this that can genuinely help you trade better, and the product reviewers haven't even taken the time to actually test the product themselves, or there's no skin in the game. They haven't actually bought the product and tested it themselves. And the worst thing is they use a voiceover robot to tell you all about the product. So if you are keen to improve your trading, if you want to have the ability to reach out to somebody that could help you after you've bought the product, then you use the link below and buy the product from someone that you can trust, and somebody that okay, so there is a link below that you can actually go ahead, should you like this review, to actually buy this product. Okay, and the second thing I want to say is that I'm not actually a scalper myself. Okay, my preferred style is day trading, more swing trading, so I hold my trades for much longer. So I was a little bit hesitant when I actually got this particular product to look at, because it would have been a learning curve for me. I don't know anything about scalping and the rules to follow, but I must say that Carl and his team have done a really good job in terms of making it easy for newbie scalpers like myself to actually come along and perform the way that my trades did. And I'll actually show you those 8 wins and 4 losses over 3 days, generating 243 pips, guys. Okay, so if this can work for me, then it can work for you. So if you're struggling with your forex at the moment, or if you're experienced and you've already got a system but you just need additional confirmation, this can work with your existing system as well too. Okay, so let's just this is a system here, but we're going to come back to this, but let's just go over to the website. Okay, so there are 4 easy ways to profit. Of course, the scalping indicator, it's a brand new indicator only for the Mt4. Okay, and it's done by Carl Dittman and his team. Carl Dittman is an outstanding coder, and it tracks the best entry points within mini trends. So it's working off of the M5 and M1 time frames. As you can see here, it only works on the M1 and M5. Okay, so it will give you clear buy signals and also sell signals with recommended stop losses. You don't have to guess. If you're trading a yen pair versus a US pair, there are different digits there. You don't know how to calculate your stop loss or your profit. This does it all for you. It gives you smart exits as well too, and also take profit as well. Okay, and then once you get the buy signal, you enter the trade, you exit when it tells you to exit, or when it suggests that you exit. You take profit, and you can repeat these steps as many times as you want. There's no limit to how many trades you can take. I would say always use proper risk management, and once you've hit your goal, just stop trading for the day, and remember that tomorrow's another day. Okay, so that's it. There's no charting, there's no thinking, no analyzing, no worrying, as it says here. Only clear laser tuned buy signals that get the job done for you. So this product actually does what it says on the can. Okay, looking at the modes that it has 3 modes. So you have a conservative mode, which is maximum safety. Okay, so the detection of the actual signals would be a lot lower. Okay, now you have medium, which is average, and then you have low, which I would say a high sensitivity to the actual signals. Depending on your style of scalping, you may want to adjust to suit yourself. There's also a custom setting as well, so there are actually 4 modes that you can actually play around with. Okay, but as I said, I wanted to do a review, but I don't want to keep it too long because Carl and his team have done a fantastic job giving you all the benefits that you need. But I like to be thorough, so that's one of the benefits of the actual system. Also, you get alerts for your mobile. You can get it on the platform. It's going to come on a platform in this form here. So it's going to tell you again, it's going to tell you the take profit, the pair, the time frame, the take profit, what to buy at, and also your stop loss, your recommended stop loss. Okay. And it also gives you a time. So if you get the alert, but you're away from your desk and you come back at 5 o'clock, then you would know that this came at 4 o'clock, so you wouldn't take the trade at 5. Okay, so you have a common sense approach there. You can also get email notification if you want that. Signals come straight to your email, and also push notifications straight to your mobile, which a lot of people use now with Mt4. And in the user guide, you're going to get a user guide, a 26-page user guide, which was a very, very good read for myself. Not only does it tell you how to actually trade the system, but it does give you some other tips as well for trading in general. So very, very well put together guide. And it tells you exactly how to do all of these things. Okay, so if you've never set push notifications to your mobile phone, this is actually going to do it for you. All right. Looking at, you can install it once you purchase the system. Installation is in 5 minutes. My system was up and running and good to go. And within 10 minutes, I'd taken my first 2 losses. I'll tell you about that in a second. You get a step-by-step user guide, as I mentioned, a 26-page manual, 30-day full money-back guarantee. They're so confident that you'll do well with this software that they're willing to give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. Can't argue with that, guys. Nothing to lose, no questions asked. Make sure you click on the link and get this software, because if you use the link below, you'll get a 50% discount on the regular price. Okay, so updates and improvements, all updates are included. So any future updates of this particular product are included, no additional cost to you. You're going to get personal email from Carl and his team, and that's extremely valuable because they do reply quite quickly to any questions that you have. Ultimately, their success is your success is their success, so make sure you reach out to them via email to get all your technical questions answered. Okay, lifetime scalping detector, which really is that if you have this assigned to one particular Mt4 account, if you should move brokers, then you just email them and they'll be able to swap it over for you. So you're not stuck on one particular license, and if you change brokers, then you can no longer use the software. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so you've got a lifetime scalping detector that is there for you as well. Okay, so before we come on to some of the testimonials, I just want to show you what the manual actually looks like. These are my results, but we're going to come on to that in a second. The manual actually looks like this. So I love systems that actually cover 4 simple rules and really keep it simple. Okay, so rule number 1 is you never use this in a flat market. These indicators work best on a trending market, so you want to see a clear uptrend or a clear downtrend, and if you don't see that, don't trade. You want to trade during the London session and the US session. Why? Because those are the sessions that have the most volume, and you need volume and volatility scalpers to actually make money in the market. Okay, so the trend, again, you wouldn't trade at Christmas time or during the holidays for obvious reasons. The market is weak then. But you also have rule number 2, which is once you've identified the trend, then trade with the trend. If you can identify that it's an uptrend, you get a buy signal, then you're good to go, so long as all of your other confirmations match as well. Again, another common sense thing is don't trade when there's news coming up. If you've entered a trade and there's news in 5 minutes, that can affect the outcome of your trade. Okay, and also the prediction of the software telling you to buy. And also, use proper risk management. Don't open too many trades at once and going gun-ho and mess up your your leverage on your account. Okay, so use proper risk management and proper lot sizes. And if you follow those 4 rules, guys, you will do really well. If you don't, you will fall flat on your face, as I did. I went trading the Asian market, as you can see here. I went trading the Asian market on day 1. I actually had this software from last week Friday, but I wanted to test it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because those are the days that have the most volume in the market. So I used the USD JPY during the Asian session, because a friend of mine told me that scalpers, I don't know anything about scalping really, but scalpers tend to do well during the Asian session. Well, guess what? They said don't trade during Asian, just London and New York. What did I do? I went and traded Asian, these 2 pairs, and I lost 37 pips. But my next trade, which came via the next session, USD JPY, brought in 64 pips. And this particular trade here, GBP JPY, most memorable for me, 34 pips. Not my biggest, but it was the most memorable because that was actually done on the 5-minute chart in five bars. So in 25 minutes, I had 34 pips secured. Okay, and then what you can do is you can follow the advice of the smart exit, or you can just trail your stop loss and then aim to be stopped out, as I did with many of these. Okay, trailing stop loss, I use a 20 pip stop loss, but you can increase that to 30 pips if you got a higher risk appetite. It's up to you. That can be adjusted in the settings as well. But as you can see here overall, I don't want to go through every single trade, but as you can see here overall, I had 8 wins, I had 4 losses, and I generated 243 pips in that time. Okay, but don't just take my word for it, guys. I mean, these are some of the real testimonials from people. This person here ordered it 3 days ago, set up on a demo account, and they did quite well. You could read this in your own time, but there are testimonials out there, real people actually using this software. I traded mine on a live account, but you're recommended to use a demo account at first, so you get the use of things. Really just depends on your experience. Okay, so that's it. But let's have a look at the system and what it actually looks like. So looking here, you could see the blue lines. I'm just going to move this over. The blue lines indicate, let's look at USD JPY. The blue lines indicate buy signals, and the orange arrows indicate sell signals. So if you look here, for example, I think it was here this morning. So you've got buy signals here, and look at what happened here. It went all the way up. This was yesterday. All the way up. Buy signals from here. So a buy signal from here yesterday would have caught you, I think I measured this earlier, this was probably about 89 pips. Okay, so a buy signal from here, okay, coming out of a sell, measured all the way up to here, is 83 pips. Now I'm not saying you would have stayed in the whole trade. You might have jumped out. Here is 36, here is 72, and so forth. Probably a lot more pips than you're actually catching now. And as you can see, there was no risk because there wasn't any risk of you being stopped out. Okay, USD JPY again on the 24th in the morning rose all the way up on the 5-minute chart, all the way up for 94 pips. So either one of those you could have caught on a quick scalp and just trail your stop loss and actually win. Okay, so they recommend you use USD JPY. These pairs here, I'm not going to read them for you, but they recommend that you use these pairs on the majors. Don't go trading exotics or gold and stuff like that, because the results aren't going to be the same. And to be honest, these are enough. If you're catching 40 pips on 8 pairs, that's 320 pips a week. That's more than enough. I don't know what you're aiming for, but use the right lot sizes. Okay, so this is what the system looks like. Of course, the yellow arrows here indicate to you exit points, and if you can't see the exit points, what you could do is, if you go into the indicator list, Scalping Detector, what you can do is you can just go the show smart exit lines, okay, and just adjust it, okay, to true, like so. And then what happens is it actually paints it for you, so you can see where the exit points are from your entry. So here to here would have been about 28 pips, and if you've got a high risk appetite, that would be 25. And if you wanted to stay in a trade all the way up, it's entirely up to you. Okay, but you are going to have more wins than losses, guys, with using this particular software. And I always say that the market maker has many more tools than you do. So an investment in yourself is, you know, you want to invest to get the best, okay, improve your trading. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to add this to your forex arsenal. Okay, so there are a number of pairs here which you could use, but what you want to do right now is I'm just making sure I've actually covered anything. Oh yeah, so you've got the frequently asked questions which are answered on the website here. So you've got your answers here. Can you use scalping on multiple trading accounts? The answer is no. You can only use it on one trading account, but if you should change brokers, then just let them know and they'll swap over the license for you, no problem whatsoever. Obviously, you're going to need a computer with an internet connection. Only works on Mt4. M1 and M5 timeframes only. They say all pairs, but in their guide, in their user guide, which I'm going to show you, in their user guide, they do recommend that you only trade particular pairs. Okay, just bring that up for you now. Yeah, so they only recommend that you work on the majors right here. Okay, so follow that guideline. Instant download, you can have this up and running in 5 minutes. It's a powerful indicator. They do recommend that you use it on demo first, so you get the swing of things, and you can start trading with as little as $100. It's entirely up to you what you want to start with, but you should be getting more wins than losses with this particular scalping detector. Okay, there are no monthly fees. It's only a one-off, and all future updates are included. And of course, they provide full support, money management strategy, really good money management strategy as well. So make sure you contact them and get the support that you need so that you can improve your trading. But if there's anything else that you guys had any questions, feel free to ask. Make sure that, you know, what will happen next is that you should click on the link below. Okay, go over, you're going to come to this page. And on this page, just enter your details, and then it will take you over to the page where you can actually find out more information about the scalping detector and make a decision to actually improve your scalping. Don't spend days monitoring trades if that's not your style or you don't have the time, you're a busy person, and look to get faster results by entering on the lower time frames and getting in and out of trades quickly, safely, and profitably. Okay, so that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we just reached a milestone as well too, so I want to thank you guys for your support in terms of the number of subscribers, and trade well, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.